to everyone's day-to-day business. So having that said, and there might just be a short delay between I change slides, so I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm speaking. But what you see on the screen right now is sort of the internet marketing system flow chart that we have created. And basically, there are different ways you could drive targeted traffic to your website. So for example, you could leverage pay-per-click, search engine optimization, there's email marketing, and now there's, well, it has been here for a while, but only today, businesses are trying to understand how to get this working, is social media. So all these are different channels to drive traffic to your website, to promote your products and services, to generate leads, to get people to pick up the phone and call you, and to make you more money online. However, the purpose of this presentation is not to say social media is something that should replace your existing internet marketing strategy. It should be a part of an integrated fundamental as to everything that you do online, so you could test, you could see what works, see what doesn't work, and we'll show you some key concepts that you could take away and how to measure effectively to see what's working right for your business. So let's just go over some of the basics, because I mentioned some terms in here like pay-per-click and search engine optimization. So because we have different levels of people in the group, I'm going to go very high level as to what they are. So for example, where you see the yellow on the screen right now, that's what we call search engine optimization. So if somebody does a search for your keyword phrase and you appear here or you appear somewhere here, this is called organic SEO, search engine optimization. Where you see the dark green on the right-hand side, and sometimes you even see it on top of the organic, is called pay-per-click. And this is pretty much you're paying the search engines, whether it's Google, Yahoo, Bing, so forth, to have your ad shown if a user does a relevant search for your product or service. So that's very high level what SEO is and what pay-per-click is. SEO is on the left side, pay-per-click is on the right side, and pay-per-click you're paying for every single time somebody actually physically clicks on your link. And having that said, what's the importance of what? This is really the eye tracking study of Google. We know most people read from top to bottom, from left to right. So this is really showing you where the heat map is, where people are attracted to on a page when they conduct a search. So you can see heavily it is important where you should position yourself or where your ad copy. The easiest way to describe social media, it's a conversation happening online. The internet has changed tremendously over the years. Before we used to actually call it surfing the web. Nobody here surfs the web no more. We're busy people. We conduct searches. And even if you look before, when people used to go to your website, it used to be that one-way conversation where I'd visit your website, I would read your information, and simply leave. And that was it. But today, people want to be able to interact and share and comment and rate and really have that two-way dialogue. And marketers or website owners or developers, they also want to be able to push their content, their information out to their friends, their network, their prospects and their clients to help spread the word. So it's not you waiting for people to come to your website anymore. It's the other way around. You're pushing the information out, and they are doing the marketing for you. So if you had a chance to read that white paper, and RT mentioned you could, we'll send the link where you could download that. But just to sort of really put this in perception and really look at how social media and how the internet is really changing the scope of the way we do business online, just think about when America Online first came out. And for those consultants that are outside of the United States, or clients, sorry, I should say, that are outside of the United States and in the UK or other parts of the world, America Online is simply an internet service provider that started in the United States. They grew out to Canada and so forth. But basically, when they first launched, they had this, they were well known because when you received an email, you would automatically hear, "You've got mail." It was an audio clip that you heard every single time that you got an email. Now, just picture in today's world that, imagine hearing that same audio clip, "You've got mail," every single time you received an email. And that just makes us think right now as wow, the internet has changed from when AOL has first launched till today. It would really drive us insane if we got that audio clip every single time. So Again, tying it back into, well, 6, 9, 12 months to wait for it. So you have to think of other ways to drive targeted traffic in the meantime to get conversions. So whether you're thinking of doing a pay-per-click strategy, if that's right for a business, or submitting yourself to a Google Business Center, and this is all the things your WSI consultant could help you with. Your WSI consultant could help you get on this map listing if you've seen it before. They could help you get on this right-hand side on these ads, and they could help you get there organically. Now, whether they do it traditionally through SEO or whether they do this social media, either way, these are the areas where you need to be if somebody is searching for your business. So, when you combine both these strategies with social media and SEO, working together with a consultant to help put that plan in place. So, that's one aspect of it. Another aspect is as well, for those companies that do have their own Facebook page, by default, Facebook is very limited as to what it allows you to do. You're given information on your wall, which means people are able to write comments, some information about your company. You could post some photos. You could have a discussion group. But that's pretty much it by default. What we've done is, with WSI, what you could do is actually customize your Facebook page and add things like coupons. You could have your YouTube channel in there. You could have your Twitter feeds in there. You could have your different create custom tabs. So whatever you do, you could create that and start that engagement that way. So I'll show you some examples of that. But you can see over here how we're helping NISM on their Facebook channel is, for example, here they're showing different types of coupons. And now they have a fall special offer. Enter the promo code TESTRUN and receive a 20% discount off your next order. And then, of course, we could measure and track to see how many people are typing in test run. Was this Facebook campaign effective? Or was the YouTube campaign more effective where we called it the fall special? Or so we have different promo codes to track different people's behavior as to what they're doing online. So, for example, this is what we talked about. We could actually customize your Facebook page and make it really like a landing page. You could create images in there, put forms in there, put videos in there, put calls to action in there, and make them all clickable links back to your website. At the end of the day, if your goal is to drive targeted traffic back to your website, to your landing page, to get people to pick up the phone and call you, to sign up for your newsletter, whatever the goal may be, you could use Facebook as a channel to funnel that traffic in. So here's an example of the products page we customized. Then, of course, if you click on the YouTube tab, you can see all the videos on YouTube there. And then if you click on the Twitter tab, you can see all the Twitter feeds there. So, again, what does this mean? So if for example, if I post a message on Twitter through my BlackBerry and say, hey, guys, I'm doing a social media webinar right now, that would automatically go to my Twitter page, and it would automatically go to my Facebook page now, too. I don't have to worry about logging into 4, 5, 6 different networks and manually typing in the same message again and again and again. We could have it all so everything is in sync in your social media world. So you do it once, and it pushes that information out to your target audience. Then, of course, on the analytics side, you could actually measure to see how are people behaving on your Facebook page, and how many fans are you getting, and what's what's the viral growth. So here you can see before we started the campaign, the number of fans that are increasing, and again, how many of them are male, how many of them are female, and what's their age group. So these demographics are very important to us because if we want to target a specific group, if there's a certain shampoo out for females only, and it's or hair removal, we know might be for actually that's for both men and women, but there's different ways we could actually test to see what's working based on our Facebook page that we've conducted and the people's behavior on it. So that's Facebook. I mean, I just gave a small